All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
It's great to be back.
So today we're going to be talking about online side hustles, which is something that I think is super relevant to a lot of our listeners out there.
Especially for students.
Yeah, especially for students.
Huh.
You know, like you're trying to make some extra cash.
Right.
Pay for those,
Textbooks.
Textbooks, exactly. Or, maybe even like...
ramen.
Yeah, ramen. Or even like fun stuff too.
Yeah.
Like going out with your friends and whatnot.
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck eating ramen every single night.
Exactly. So today we're going to be looking at a bunch of different options for how you can make some extra money online as a student.
Absolutely.
And the cool thing is, like, a lot of these things, they can be really flexible.
Yeah.
And you can kind of work around your own schedule.
Exactly. And, a lot of students, they already have the skills that they need.
That's so true.
To actually get started with some of these things.
Yeah. So let's start with freelancing. Freelancing your skills.
Yeah, freelancing is a fantastic option.
Yeah. And, maybe you're thinking like, oh, I don't have any skills to freelance. Like, what can I even do?
Right.
But I bet you have more skills than you think.
Absolutely.
What are some of the things that students could potentially freelance?
Well, even if you think about the classes you're taking right now.
Yeah.
If you're really good at writing, maybe you're acing all those English essays.
Uh-huh.
Academic writing is a huge field.
Oh, wow, yeah.
In freelancing, there are tons of people who need help with things like writing research papers or, editing articles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or even, if you're good at math, you can tutor people online.
Right.
If you're good at science, you could create study guides for other students and sell those online.
That's such a good idea.
Yeah. Or maybe you're more on the creative side.
Yeah.
Maybe you're really good at graphic design.
Ooh.
Or making videos, or even just social media. Social media marketing is a huge field right now.
Right.
There are so many businesses that need help with, managing their Instagram or TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're already spending all your time on those platforms.
Which, let's be honest, most students are.
Right. Why not get paid for it?
Exactly. So, okay. So you've got all these skills. Like,
yeah.
Where do you actually find the gigs? Where do you find the people who are going to pay you for this stuff?
Right. So there are a ton of great websites out there specifically for freelancers.
Okay.
So some popular ones are like Upwork.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard of that one.
Fiverr. And freelancer.com.
Okay.
And these are basically platforms where you can create a profile.
Uh-huh.
You list your skills, your experience.
Okay.
And then people who are looking for freelancers, they can browse through those profiles and they can find you and hire you for a project.
So it's kind of like a dating app, but for work.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I like that.
You're swiping right on the perfect job.
Yeah. But instead of bad pickup lines, you're showing off your awesome skills.
Exactly. And another thing you can do is, don't be afraid to reach out to people directly.
Okay.
Use your social media network.
Yeah.
Like LinkedIn, Twitter, and let people know what you're offering.
Right.
And you might be surprised by how many people are actually looking for someone with your skills.
So don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Put yourself out there.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think one of the things that a lot of students worry about is
yeah.
Okay, I'm already super busy with school and,
right.
trying to have a life and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
How do I actually balance freelancing with all of that without burning out?
Right. Well, I think the key is to treat it like a part-time job.
Okay.
Set aside specific hours in your week where you're going to work on your freelance projects.
Okay.
And stick to those hours as much as possible.
So put it in your calendar almost.
Yeah, exactly. Make it a non-negotiable part of your schedule.
Right.
And then the other thing is don't be afraid to say no to projects.
Okay.
If you're already feeling overwhelmed.
So you don't have to take every single gig that comes your way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's okay to be selective and choose projects that you're really excited about.
Yeah.
And that fit into your schedule.
That makes sense.
And, it's also important to price your services fairly.
Yeah. How do you even know what to charge?
Right. So you can do some research online, look at what other freelancers in your field are charging.
Okay.
And, don't be afraid to ask for what you're worth.
Yeah. You've got to value your time.
Exactly. Your skills and your time are valuable. So don't undersell yourself.
Okay. I like that. So we've talked about freelancing now. Let's move on to something I think is super cool.
Yeah.
Which is content creation.
Oh, yeah. Content creation is awesome.
Especially with you being interested in YouTube.
Yeah.
I think there's so much potential there for students to make money.
Absolutely.
And also, like, just have fun.
Yeah, and share their passions.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
imagine you're making videos about something you're already super into.
Right.
And people are actually paying you to do it.
That's the dream.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
So what kind of YouTube content do you think would resonate with other students?
Well, I think one thing that's always popular is tutorials.
Tutorials.
You know, so maybe
Yeah.
you're really good at, like, I don't know, math or science or a particular software program.
Yeah.
You could create videos showing other people how to do those things.
Like if you're like a coding whiz or something.
Exactly. There's always a demand for coding tutorials.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, maybe you're really good at makeup or fashion. You could do beauty tutorials or fashion lookbooks.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know, anything that you're passionate about and that you think other people would be interested in learning, you can create a tutorial around it.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then what about vlogs?
Vlogs are super popular too.
Yeah, I love watching vlogs.
Yeah. You know, it's a great way to kind of give people a behind-the-scenes look at your life.
Yeah.
So as a student, you know, you could vlog about your day-to-day experiences.
Okay.
You know, what it's like to be a student.
Yeah.
Maybe do a dorm room tour.
Ooh, yeah.
Share your study tips. You know, maybe even document your journey through a particular class.
So like if you're taking like a really hard organic chemistry class or something.
Exactly. You could vlog about your experience.
Show people like how you're studying for the test.
Yeah.
And like what the class is actually like.
Right. And people would find that really helpful and interesting.
Yeah, because, you know, it's like real.
Yeah.
It's like authentic.
Absolutely.
It's not just like some textbook or some professor like lecturing at you.
Exactly. It's like coming from a real student.
Yeah. Okay, so tutorials, vlogs, what else?
Oh, reviews are huge.
Reviews.
People are always looking for reviews on products, service.
Yeah.
You know, so as a student, you're in a unique position to review things that other students are interested in.
Right.
So like, you know, what are the best study apps?
Oh, yeah.
What are the best laptops for students?
Okay.
You know, what are the best places to eat near campus?
Yeah, that would be super helpful.
Yeah, so you could do reviews on all sorts of things.
So, okay, I'm making all these awesome videos.
Yeah.
How do I actually start making money from them?
Right. So there are a few different ways you can monetize your YouTube channel.
Okay.
One way is through the YouTube Partner Program.
Okay.
So once you reach a certain number of subscribers and watch hours, you can apply for this program.
Okay.
And if you get accepted, you can start running ads on your videos.
So like those little commercials that pop up.
Exactly. And you get paid a portion of the revenue from those ads.
Okay, that makes sense.
Another way is through brand deals.
Brand deals.
So once you have a decent following,
Yeah.
companies might reach out to you and ask you to feature their products in your videos.
Ooh.
Okay.
And they'll pay you for that.
So like if you're doing like a tech review and you're like, oh, this is the best laptop.
Yeah.
And then like the laptop company is like, here's some money, talk about our laptop.
Exactly. Or, you know, maybe you're doing a beauty tutorial
Yeah.
and you're using a certain brand of makeup.
Right.
That brand might reach out to you and say, hey, we love your video. Would you be willing to mention our brand in your next video?
Okay.
And we'll pay you for it.
Okay. I like that. And then you said there was another way.
Yeah, another way is through merch.
Merch. Okay.
So if you build up a really dedicated fan base, you can start selling your own merchandise.
Like T-shirts with your logo on it or something.
Exactly. T-shirts, hoodies, mugs, phone cases, you know, whatever you think your fans would be interested in buying.
Okay. That's so cool. All right. So we've covered freelancing.
Yeah.
We've covered content creation.
Yep.
Now let's talk about something that I think is perfect for students who are already like in that learning environment.
Which is online tutoring.
Oh yeah, online tutoring is a great option.
Yeah, like you're already, you know, taking classes.
Right.
You're probably pretty good at certain subjects.
You're already learning the material.
Exactly. Why not help other students who might be struggling and get paid for it?
Yeah, it's a win-win.
Yeah. So how does online tutoring work?
Well, there are a bunch of different platforms out there that connect tutors with students. So some popular ones are like Tutor Me, Schooly, Chegg Tutors. And basically how it works is you create a profile on these platforms. You list your subjects, your expertise, you know, your experience. And then students who are looking for help in those subjects, they can find you and book a session with you.
So kind of like the freelancing websites, but but more specifically for tutoring.
Exactly. And you know, the great thing about these platforms is that they handle all the scheduling.
Oh, nice.
The payment processing, you know, all the logistics.
So you just like show up and teach.
Yeah, you just focus on teaching.
Okay, I like that.
And helping students succeed.
And then do you set your own rates, or how does that work?
Usually you can set your own rates, or the platform might have like a suggested rate range. And then you can kind of decide where you want to fall within that range.
Okay, that makes sense.
Based on your experience, your qualifications.
Right.
And, the demand for your subject.
So, like, if you're tutoring, like, a really high-demand subject, you can probably charge a little bit more?
Exactly.
Okay, cool. Now, let's say, like, maybe tutoring isn't your thing.
Okay.
Are there any other online side hustles that you could do that are maybe a little bit less academically intense?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So one option is online surveys and market research.
Oh, okay.
So there are a bunch of websites out there, like Survey Junkie, Swagbucks. And these websites, they basically pay you for your opinions.
Okay.
So you sign up, you take surveys, you participate in focus groups. Right.
And you get paid for sharing your thoughts and feedback.
So it's like those things that you see pop up on websites sometimes that are like, tell us about your experience.
Exactly. And it's not going to make you rich.
Right.
But it's an easy way to earn some extra cash in your spare time.
And you can do it like while you're watching TV or something.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So we've talked about a ton of different online side hustle options.
Yeah.
Freelancing, content creation, tutoring, online surveys.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we missed?
Well, there are so many options out there.
Yeah.
It's really just limited by your imagination.
Yeah.
But I think, a couple other ones that are worth mentioning are virtual assisting.
Okay.
So basically you're like an administrative assistant, but you work remotely.
Okay.
And you can help businesses with things like scheduling appointments, managing emails, booking travel, all sorts of administrative tasks.
So it's like being an online personal assistant almost.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And then another one is print on demand.
Print on demand.
Okay. So this is a really cool option if you're creative. You basically design your own products.
Okay.
Like T-shirts, mugs, tote bags, phone cases.
Yeah.
And then you upload your designs to a platform like Redbubble or Society6. And they handle all the printing and shipping.
Oh, wow.
So you don't have to deal with any inventory.
Okay.
And you get a commission on every sale.
So like if someone buys a T-shirt with your design on it, you get a cut of that.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. So many options.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
I bet everyone listening is like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do?
So many ideas.
Exactly. So I guess like the big question is, what unique skill or passion do you think you can turn into an online income stream?
Yeah, think about what you're good at.
Yeah.
What you enjoy doing. And what other people might be willing to pay you for.
Exactly. And, you might be surprised by what you come up with.
Absolutely. There are so many possibilities out there.
Yeah. So we're excited to see what you guys come up with.
Definitely. Let us know.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments below what you're working on.
We're excited to hear about it.
And until next time, happy hustling.
Happy hustling.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.